I want you to keep repeating it for the record. Officer Mata. I need a supervisor here.
Okay, listen, man. Like I said, the only thing that I'm asking for is for your driver's license now. Correct. Now, if you are refusing,
I'm not refusing anything. For the record, I am stating law, Title 18, United States Code, but Texas Transportation Code, Chapter 201, subsection K, Officer Mata, okay? Officer Mata, okay, that I am in a non-commercial vehicle. I am in a, what the Supreme Court calls a personal good, okay? They said that any personal good is not subject to license and registration. Murdoch versus Pennsylvania, any state may convert a secured liberty into a privilege and issue a license and a fee for it. Okay? Schulzberg versus Birmingham, Alabama, Officer Mata says that if the state does engage in that, I can engage in my right with impunity. Does that make sense, Officer Mata?
Are you telling me that you're refusing to show me any form of ID?
Again, I'm not here to answer any questions without my attorney present.
Okay, so let's do something, man. Why don't you go ahead and just place your phone down and step outside for me?
Negative. Officer Mata, I'm not refusing to do anything. Yeah, I need a supervisor here before we contract. Again, sir, I'm not going to contract with you. Okay, that's fine. I want to talk to your supervisor, sir. Thank you so much. And I do appreciate your service. This man right here, is this your supervisor?
And you're telling me that...
Howdy. Can I have your name and badge number for the record, sir? How you doing? How are you? Good, sir. I'm sorry. You're a public servant, correct?
Sir?
I'm sorry. Are you a public servant?
Depends on who you're asking.
Okay. Did you swear an oath to the Constitution, sir, of the Pasadena? And who did you get sworn in by, I guess is my question.
Who did I get sworn in?
Yes, sir.
Chief of Police.
Okay, who is that? Is that Chief Pathel? Chief Mathel?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys this. I'm a Deer Park citizen, okay? My mayor, Jerry Mouton, this is all the information I'm gonna give you guys. That I am about to have a meeting with Jerry Mouton, the mayor of Deer Park. That's all the information. At Grace Community Church right now.
Hey, buddy,
that's it.
Can I see your title again, please?
Absolutely. And officer, what was your name, sir? Officer Thornton? Sir, it's a pleasure to meet you.
You're not Maria Mendoza, right?
I'm not Maria Mendoza, no, sir.
Okay.
Officer Thornton, for the record, may I have your badge number, please, sir?
I have badge numbers.
Oh, just, okay. Yeah. Officer Thornton, may I speak to you, sir? Okay, I'm late. Wait, are you the supervisor or? Okay. Whenever the supervisor gets here, go ahead and let him speak to me, and that's who I'm going to speak to, sir. I appreciate it. I would tell you I was born and bred in this right here, in this land right here. Deer Park, Texas.
Supervisor is coming up.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas. I don't want no trouble. We're just moving.
And so again,
the right to travel.
You're still refusing to.
I'm not refusing anything, sir.
ID, right?
No, sir. No, sir. Absolutely not. No, sir.
Okay, do you have a driver's
I'm
license?
not refusing. Hey, guys, for the record, I'm not refusing anything. Is that the officer? I know this gentleman. Let me speak to the sergeant real quick. For the record, I'm requesting a supervisor. Is that the supervisor?
No, sir.
Okay. So you're the man of authority?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm requesting a supervisor. Okay. I'm not going to talk to you until the supervisor gets here, officer. Fair enough? Fair enough? Fair enough? I'm not trying to cause you any trouble, but I'm trying to get home for Christmas, man. Jerry Mouton is the mayor of Deer Park. They do Bible study at my dad's house right here.
That's great.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I
know that. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to go to point A to point B, man. You can understand that. Okay? The right to travel. Let me get my documents. May I reach back here?
No.
Right here? No, I don't have any weapons.
Okay, well, no.
See the papers? That's legal documents. The papers right here. The paper's right here, sir.
Okay, but don't reach back there.
Officer Thornton, may I get them papers right there?
No.
All right. You asked me to show you identification and stuff, right?
Right. What you told me that you...
He asked me to show him identification. He's telling me I can't grab the legal documents that I have to say who I am.
What kind of
Okay,
documents
for
are
the
they?
record, that's legal documents right there. Do you see those in your sight? May I reach back and grab those?
You can grab those pieces of paper.
Okay.
Yes, that's it.
All right, I'm gonna go very slowly. I'm gonna reach back here and grab these guys. Okay? Like this, right here. I've got them right here.
Okay.
Right here. All right. Now, let me show you these. Okay. Page 1. Okay. Officer Thornton, for the record, I would like you to hear this too, guys. For the record, U.S. Supreme Court and other high court citations prove that no license necessary for normal use of automobile and criminal ways, the right of a citizen to travel upon highways and to transport his property thereon by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, or automobile is not a mere privilege which he has under right of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Conditions normal traveling himself in an ordinary condition and decent manner. Okay? In a decent manner, neither interfering with nor conducting himself his anybody else's rights, will be protected not only in his person but in his safe conduct. Okay? Thompson versus Smith. Okay, I want you to hear this. Thompson versus Smith, 153 SC 57911. American Jurisprudence Constitutional Law, Section 329, page 1135. The right of a citizen to travel upon public highways and to transport his property thereon in the ordinary course of life and business is a common right which he has the right under life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, guys. That he will be protected in his safe conduct, Officer Thornton, protected in his safe conduct against police, and his liberty will be protected by you guys. Right? And in order to doing an ordinary usual conveyance of the day and under the existing modes of travel, including the right to drive a horse. Officer Wiley, how you been? Sir, I remember you. You pulled me over a long time ago on my motorcycle. How are you?
Sir?
Sir, pardon me?
I can't hear you. What's that?
I said a long time ago. My name is Eric, by the way.
Okay.
I'm not refusing anything,
Okay,
as that
that's fine.
officer said, for the record.
Okay,
This
fine.
is Officer Wiley.
Yeah.
I do know this man, for the record. Aside from the contract that they're trying to contract with me right this evening. So, Officer Wiley, let me explain to you what's going on.
How do we know each other?
I believe you pulled me over on my motorcycle in 2014, and I believe that was you, or you were there or something.
I don't know. It's been a while since I pulled anybody over on a motorcycle, but who knows?
That was a bobber. That was me. But look what happened.
Okay.
2 rods, 10 screws from it. Anyhow, officer, I was telling this gentleman, and he walked away when I was reading him Supreme Court justice. Okay, this is what's going on. He pulled me over for my tag. Okay, I don't have a tag. I told him, I said, well, I do commerce in this vehicle, but at this moment, it's a vehicle. It's not a commercial motor vehicle.
Okay.
So I haven't registered it yet. Okay. So, and by law, and Supreme Court says by law, Officer Wiley, I don't mean to take your attention, but I need your attention if you don't mind.
I'm listening to you.
The Supreme Court says that no personal good, this is a personal good, has the subject right to get license and registration unless you consent to it. It's a personal good, it's not subject to it. So I was explaining to him, I do believe in it. For commercial use, inspections, we have to have safety on our roads that our gasoline tax pays for, but I was telling him the law, and I have that right here in front of me, because I figured, I just got this car a couple days ago, and I figured this might happen. So let me just print it out. So, the right of a citizen to travel upon public highways. Let me go to Thompson versus Smith, 153 SC 57911, American Jurisdiction Constitutional Law, Section 329, page 1135. The right of a citizen to travel upon the public highways and to the common transport his property thereon in the ordinary course of life and business is a common right which he has under the right to enjoy his life and liberty, to acquire his personal property, to worship his God, to pursue happiness and safety, includes the right in doing to use the ordinary and usual conveyance of the day, and the under existing modes of travel include the right to drive a horse-drawn carriage or wagon thereon, to operate an automobile thereon for usual or ordinary purpose of life and business. Okay. Thompson versus Smith, sir. Tech versus Lyons, Danford. I can name them all the way down. What we're doing right here is lawful, and we are moving in peace, sir.
right, just sit tight 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Officer Wiley, if you could put your 2 cents in there for me. Motorcycle wreck, yes, sir.
Right there off of Pine and Spencer.
That wasn't me. That was my friend. But I was on. That's where I saw you at. I was at the wreck on Red Bluff and Fairmont. Red Bluff and Fairmont. I went down on my bobber right there. I can show you.
Okay.
Yeah. Espinoza, what's your badge number? 2020. I've known this guy since I was a little kid, and we talked about a lot of stuff. But we're here today. We're quoting some case law of right to travel. The Supreme Court case law of Thompson versus Smith says in American Prejudice, Constitutional Law, Section 329, page 1135, the right of a citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon in the ordinary course of life and business, and to pursue common rights and pursue happiness, life, and liberty, to acquire and possess property, and to pursue happiness and safety. It includes the right in doing to use the ordinary and usual conveyances of the day, and under the existing modes of travel include the right to ride a horse-drawn carriage or wagon, therefore, or to operate an automobile thereon for usual and ordinary purposes of life and business. Thompson versus Smith, Officer Espinoza. Tech lines, citizens have a right to drive upon public streets in the District of Columbia or any other absence in the constitutional sound reason for limiting their access. I mean, the list goes on and on. So, I did state for the record to this guy that I was in travel. I'm not in commerce right now. I'm not driving. I'm in travel, and I'd like to be free to go. I'm gonna take this guy home, and you know me, I'm a Deer Park resident, man. Jerry Mouton's my mayor. We go to church with Jerry Mouton, the mayor. He plays bass at our church. You know, I'm not doing anything wrong here, guys. I don't need to. You know, this is ridiculous.
So what did the other officer ask you for?
He asked me for my ID. He said, "Are you refusing to show me?" I said, "Sir, I'm not refusing anything. I just don't want to answer any questions until a boss gets here. I need a boss to get here."
Well, he's on his way.
Yeah.
Sergeant's on his way.
Okay. Espinoza, could you talk to the boss and let him know that I'm exercising my right to travel, man?
I understand.
You know, I'll tell you this, I've got no drugs on me, and I don't have to answer any questions to you guys, but I've got no drugs on me, I've got no weapons. Let me show you what I do have. I have it's one little box cutter. Okay, I'll tell you I got that, that's it.
Which is not illegal.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I showed the guy all my stuff, and he's wanting my name, and I'm like, man, the Fourth Amendment clearly states the right of a citizen to be safe, sound, and secure in his person, his paper, and his properties against illegal searches and seizures, unlawful detainments, and so on and so forth. So is this the boss?
Yes, sir.
What's his name?
Sergeant Dunn.
Sergeant Dunn. Excellent.
I'll let him talk to you.
Yeah, talk to him real quick, Espinoza. I'll be here. Thank you. So we're here, it's Christmas almost, exercising our right to travel, and we are sitting here and there's like 5 or 6 or 7 police officers surrounding a U.S. veteran that fought and died for the Constitution, that's exercising his right to travel. And didn't hurt nobody, there was no person or property damage. I believe here we have Sergeant Dunn approaching us. Sergeant Dunn, howdy, sir.
Hello.
How are you today?
Pretty good.
Good, sir. For the record, Officer Sergeant Dunn, Pasadena Police Department. I'm sorry,
Let's
Officer.
make one thing clear.
Yes, sir.
You're under arrest. Get out of the car.
Okay.
We will use any necessary force.
Officer Dunn, here's my credentials, sir.
You're under arrest.
Hey,
No ifs, ands, or buts.
what am I under arrest for, sir? For the record?
Traffic.
For traffic, sir. That's an infraction, sir.
Get out of the car.
Officer Dunn, that's an infraction, right? That's an infraction. I'm in travel right now, guys.
That's fine. Wait.
Okay, here. I'll get out. Guys. I'm gonna get out. Officer Dunn, I'm getting out, sir.
Okay.
No need to use force, guys. May I grab my stuff?
You can,
Yes, sir.
you can keep the car.
All right. Let me go ahead and grab this. Y'all don't need to use force, guys. No need to use force. Can I take my tacos?
Keep all that on for now.
I'm gonna keep my wallet.